Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. I hope you all are doing well, and welcome to today's video. So let's start this grammar session, which is 2B, with Bismillah Rahman Rahim, in the name of Allah. And the first thing that we want to learn now in this video is nouns, something which we call nouns in English. For example, a book, pen, table, something like that. So that's called ism in Arabic, ism. So you have this written in Arabic here, and if you don't understand Arabic, it's fine. We are just trying to learn the words, the sounds, and hopefully this will keep repeating and it will start becoming familiar to you. So ism, okay, and this is how you would spell it out in English, right? So anything that's a noun, a thing, like a book, table, pen, bottle, all of these things are ism in Arabic, right? So now there's a certain way that you can identify ism in Arabic. The first one is it can start with an al, not always, but it can start with al, and this is how it would sound like, all right? And the other one is it ends with either one of these. So it could be like so one line is called fatha, and then if you have two of these lines, it's called double fatha. And fatha is always at the top of the alphabet. So and it sounds like an. So if you have alif, which is a, it becomes an, right? So this is on top of the alphabet. So this is a double fatha, this symbol here. Similarly, we have double dhamma, which is this, which sounds like un. When it is in on top of any alphabet, the sound becomes un. So if you have ba, it becomes bun. All right. So example, it would look like this, and in some places you would also see it represented in this way, right? Then you have kasra. Kasra is below the alphabet. So these are the Arabic words for these signs. So this is fatha, this is dhamma, then you have kasra, and kasra is basically below. So if you look at this example over here, it is below the alphabet, right? And it's two times, so it's called double kasra. And then you have these sounds like at, then you have un, and you have ina. So it's kind of like when we say running. So, you have a lot of alphabets with ing at the end. So something similar to this. So depending on the words, it could either have this, own, or ina, right? This is just a rule for nouns. So it would start with al, or it would end with either one of these, right? So just try to remember this and repeat this, and hopefully it will stick. So let's look at the next slide. Right. So now we have two type of nouns. The first one is, and this slide is also going to help us to learn a few words in Arabic. So slowly we are going to simultaneously build up on our vocabulary also. So there's two type of nouns. One is a proper noun and one other is a common noun. So what that means is a proper noun is specific when I am referring to a specific thing. For example, a book, and I say the book. So that becomes specific. But when I say book, it could be any book. So that's kind of the distinction between these two type of nouns. But at a more simpler level, what you need to understand is whenever you put al, the one that we saw in the previous slide, or this sign al, and you see this a lot in Arabic. If you're in an Arabic country in front of shops, al means a specific object, right? So let's look at this word first, and then we see a proper noun for this. So Muslim is basically an Arabic word, and this is how it's written in Arabic, and it's repeated in the Quran 42 times. And the meaning of Muslim is one who submits to Allah, one who submits his will to Allah. And when you make it a proper noun, it kind of becomes like al-Muslimu, right? So al-Muslim or al-Muslimu. So generally while speaking, the last one is not pronounced. So al-Muslim. So al-Muslim makes it a specific noun or a proper noun, right? And then you have Momin. Momin is basically believer. So you have the English translation here, believer. And this is how you would pronounce it in English, Momin. Uh, this round circle that you see on top of a lot of characters basically emphasizes that you need to stress that word a little bit. So when you say something like this, it's Momin. So Momin, it's not Momin, it's Mo, just a slight pause and then min, right? So in English, probably you can put a hyphen here or a dash to specify that, but it's Mu'min. And this is repeated in the Quran 230 times. And it basically means believer. And if you want to make this, so in most of the words, we don't need to pronounce the last part. So we just say al-Mu'min. But this is also one of the ways of writing it. But you just say al-Mu'min. So any word, just take al in front of it and it becomes a proper noun. And that's all we need to understand. So what we are trying to do in this is basically learn these new 5 words, which is Muslim, Mu'min, and then you have Saleh. Saleh basically means a good person. So Saleh is also the name of a prophet, and it's repeated in the Quran 136 times. So Al-Saleh means the good person. So when you're talking about a specific person, the good person. So it's Al kind of translates to the in English. Then you have Kafir, which is in the Quran 134 times, and Kafir basically means a disbeliever, someone who doesn't believe in Allah. And so the same formula applies here. You just put al. So if I want to just make this into a proper noun, I would say al kafir. So this is what we have written here, al. So you see this part al is added in the beginning of all of these words. So any word which is a noun, you can just add al in front of it and make it a proper noun. So that's how simple it is. So the last one is mushrik, and this is the Quran mentioned in the Quran 4 times. And mushrik basically means a polytheist or someone who believes in more than one god. And mushrik is al-mushrik. So the proper noun is al-mushrik. So that's all for this video. I just want to keep this simple because what we need to understand is just noun is called ism. In the first slide that we saw, ism. And there are 2 types of nouns. One is a proper noun and one is a common noun. And the only thing you need to do to make it a proper noun is add al in front of it. Hopefully you found this interesting and useful. So please comment, like, and subscribe, and follow us in the next videos for more content. Thank you. Jazakallah khair.